deepest point of Earth's continents found in Antarctica. The canyon's depth is 3.5 kilometers below sea level, making it the lowest point on the planet not covered by liquid water. The discovery was announced by the University of California, Irvine, UCI, on Thursday. Ultimately, bedmuch in Antarctica presents a mixed image. Ice currents in some areas are relatively well protected by their underlying underground characteristics, while others in retrograde beds show a greater risk of potential instability of the sea ice sheet, said Matthew Morley of the University of California. The report adds. Australian Antarctic Division glaciologists and co-authors of the research paper, Dr. Tas van Ommen and Dr. Jason Roberts, were among a number of Australian contributors to bedmuch through over a decade of flights for the Ice Cap project. He added, it is larger than the USA and Mexico mixed. Morley and his team used a new technology called bedmuch to make this discovery. A worldwide team of glaciologists has revealed the most accurate portrait yet of the contours of the land beneath Antarctica's ice sheet. After months of investigation, we realized that it was not as a result of we had been lacking necessary processes. He said that future bed topography mapping on land could be greatly enhanced by charting seafloor depth offshore and beneath floating ice, which is an area of active study right now. Carlo Ancelotti out of Arsenal appointed former Sweden worldwide Fredrik Ljungberg as the caretaker manager last month after Emery's dismissal. Now it would be great if he should go to Arsenal. Scientists used to use several radar instruments to detect the undiscovered portions of the continent. A group of glaciologists discovered the deepest point on land under an Antarctic glacier. They also had some surprises on the way. Making use of the mapping methods, they had been in a position to uncover a deep valley hidden beneath the ice sheet, and mentioned one shock had been the ridges throughout the Transantarctic Mountains, Denman Glacier. If its grounding line, the place the ice begins to drift, begins to retreat on this deep canyon, it might retreat quickly as an outcome of a mechanism known as marine ice sheet instability. He continued that glaciers that flow on beds that deepen inland are unstable, which could lead to the glacier having to retreat. It could be one of the most vulnerable sectors of East Antarctica, which holds significantly more ice than West Antarctica. The previously unknown features have major implications for glacier response to climate change, the authors wrote. The researchers have found stabilizing ridges that protect the ice flowing across the Transantarctic Mountains. In other words, he said, if the Ross ice shelf destabilizes, it should not lead to a collapse of East Antarctica. Bill was passed in Rajya Sabha on Wednesday, 2 days after it was passed in Lok Sabha on Monday. General election, Boris Johnson wins race to become UK Prime Minister. Ultimately, concentrating on a small number of core pledges seems to have given Johnson the cut-through he needed. According to the results, the Conservatives led by Boris Johnson now have a legislative majority in Parliament. Imran Khan discusses bilateral ties with Saudi Crown Prince. Prime Minister Imran Khan Saturday paid respect at the Roza-e Rasool, peace be upon him, and offered Nawafil prayers. Prior to his arrival in Riyadh, the Pakistan Prime Minister visited the holy city of Medina. Patrick Vieira admits he would listen to Arsenal offer for manager role. Vieira began his coaching career in the Manchester City youth setup and captained Arsenal as a player. As for Emery, it is unknown whether or not he wishes to jump into another job at this time. Jose Aldo reacts to Conor McGregor defending his substantial weight cut at the press conference recently held in Krasnodar, Russia. The Eagle was asked about the victor of Conor McGregor vs. Keith. Recently told MMA Junkie his intention was to wait for the victor of the Nurmagomedov vs. Tidal now supports Dolby Atmos for music, but only on Android devices. If you're a Tidal Hi-Fi subscriber, let us know what you think of the Dolby Atmos sound quality and if it's worth the hype. Dolby has struck deals with Warner Music and Universal Music to release some of the label's catalog with Dolby Atmos. Tendencies. West Ham's immediate plan after Manuel Pellegrini exit. West Ham's immediate plan after Manuel Pellegrini exit. We don't belong to position 7, Jose Mourinho don't belong to position 7, Jose Mourinho. Netflix is To All the Boys sequel, see the first look photos. Netflix is To All the Boys sequel, see the first look photos. Orlando Jones fired from Starz series American Gods. Jones responds. Orlando Jones fired from Starz series American Gods. Jones responds. Jose Mourinho contacts Marouane Fellaini over January reunion at Tottenham. Jose Mourinho contacts Marouane Fellaini over January reunion at Tottenham. Weather, slight chance of rain and snow in Southern California. Mountains. Weather, Slight chance of rain and snow in Southern California mountains. Everton stick with Ferguson for United trip. Everton stick with Ferguson for United trip. Heroes welcome for SU Yuki's homecoming in Myanmar. Heroes welcome for SU Yuki's homecoming in Myanmar. Telenopix Ericsson for Norway 5G. Abandoning Huawei. Telenopix Ericsson for Norway 5G. Abandoning Huawei. Biology. Genetic clock predicts lifespan in vertebrates. Biology. Genetic clock predicts lifespan in vertebrates. National Basketball Association legend shares story on Stevie Wonder being able to see. National Basketball Association legend shares story on Stevie Wonder being able to see. Measles in Samoa. Outbreak tally tops 5,000 cases. Measles in Samoa. Outbreak tally tops 5,000 cases. Liverpool discover Club World Cup opponents. Liverpool discover Club World Cup opponents. Libya orders forces to advance on Tripoli in final battle. Libya orders forces to advance on Tripoli in final battle. Philippines hit by 6.8 magnitude earthquake. Philippines hit by 6.8 magnitude earthquake. Please save trees and nature. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Deepest point of Earth's continents found in Antarctica. The canyon's depth is 3.5 kilometers.